What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my sports betting picks video, NFL edition. Week number 6 is here. Let's make it a good one. Let's go. Welcome to NFL week number 6. Thank you guys for joining me each and every time I put out a video. You guys are amazing. I have for you guys 6 teaser options for you guys for this Sunday for week 6 of the NFL. We have been killing it lately with the NFL teasers, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. First, we'll recap what we did last week, and then we'll get into this week. So last week actually was not a good week. Our first bad week when it comes to teaser options. So let's just go ahead and recap what we did. So we went 3-3 with our 6 teaser options, but as you can see with the overall record, 24-6, 80%. As long as we stay over 80, it is going to be a really good season. Plus, we are way in the green because we hit 2 long shot teaser hits already. You only need to hit a couple of those to have a positive season when it comes to teasers. So we are looking good so far, but let's go ahead and hit another long shot teaser this week. So last week I did say on paper it looked like a tough week, and it definitely turned out to be, like I said, 3-3. We had the Colts. They were great as usual. Coming through for us, we had the Texans and Ravens. I would say this was the worst pick on here. Did not expect the Texans. They almost covered this by themselves, scoring 44 points. We knew going into this game the Ravens defense was banged up, but thought they were going to step it up here, and Texans just have not shown that explosiveness. But I guess anybody against a bunch of backups could put up a bunch of points. So should have stayed away from that one. So bad play there. We had the over in the Cowboys-Jets. This one cruised over, a lot of points in this one, mostly by the Cowboys. We had the Cardinals. This should have come through. We all know what happened in this game. Cardinals just find a way to lose. The Detroit Lions, again, did what they were supposed to do. Another easy win against the Bengals. Score was closer than expected, but they were never really in doubt in that one. Buffalo Bills, a good game against the Patriots. Sunday Night Football, back and forth game. Bills definitely could have won that game, but Patriots come away with the victory. So 3-3. Cardinals and Bills definitely could have come through, and then the Ravens was definitely a bad play there. So like I said, adding the 3-3 to our overall record, 24-6, not too shabby. Like I said, the best way to tackle teasers in the NFL is to do 2-team teasers. That's definitely what you want to stick to. And of course, if you want to get a little crazy, throw in some long shots is definitely a fun way to play. So let's go ahead and turn that page. We did have another first half under. Again, it was in that Texans and Ravens game, under 20.5. And that one did not come through. The Texans scored early and often in this one, and that one hurt us there. So we have another first half straight bet for you guys. I do have another first half play for week 6. This time it's going to be a side and not a total. So we'll see if we can get back on the winning track there. So let's go ahead and turn that page. Before I get into this week's long shot teaser and our 6 teaser options, I do want to mention the website, jvillesportspicks.com. We are doing great. We had another great college football Saturday, doing great in the NFL. MLB is starting to wrap up. Hockey has just started. Welcome to the NHL season. And before you know it, NBA is right around the corner along with college basketball. This is the best time of the year. If you need a little extra help with your picks daily, check out the website to sign up for my daily newsletter, which has all of my best bets across all sports, each and every day, sent directly to your email box. Just check out the website. That's where to go to sign up. If you have any questions about that or anything else, hit me up. My email address, social media pages are all down below in the description of this video. While you're down there, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Just helps support the channel and keeps us going. So let's go ahead and move on to week number 6 of the NFL season. All right, we are starting with the early game. We have a London game between the Broncos and the Jets. I typically like to stay away from winless teams. We have one winless team left in the NFL, that being the New York Jets. So you know they're going to be extra motivated to get that first win of the season. I just don't see it happening here against the Broncos. We have a new head coach in the Jets. playing this overseas game. We have a team that's just not playing well on either side of the ball. We have a Broncos team playing well. We know that defense is great. I just can't see the Jets here scoring enough points against this Broncos defense to keep up in this game, because I know Denver's going to score against this Jets defense. So all we need is the Broncos to win after you give them 7 points. So our first teaser option is going to be the Denver Broncos. Again, pay attention to this one because it is earlier than the rest of the games, which is also a good thing, because if the Broncos do slip up here, you have plenty of time to get in a new long shot teaser. So next, we are going to keep it moving with the Los Angeles Rams. No Lamar Jackson here. The Rams are on the road taking on the Ravens. Positive here is the Ravens are playing a back-to-back home game, but they still have a ton of injuries on the defensive side of the ball. And then, like I said, offensively, no Lamar Jackson. I mean, enough said there. The Rams are coming off a tough loss last week against the 49ers. That was on Thursday, so they do have extra rest in this game, a couple extra days of preparation to get ready for this one. So I expect the Rams to come out strong in this one. And if the Texans can put up 1 million, I think the Rams can duplicate that. So I don't see the Ravens here being able to keep up with the 7 points. The Rams just have to win. So that is our second teaser option for week number 6. Third, we are going with the Colts. We had the Colts last week. We are going to ride the Colts again this week. They're at home taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett looks like he is going to be getting the start for the Cardinals with Murray sidelined in this one. We have Brissett playing against his former team. Might be a little extra motivation for him there. But this Colts team at home, they have been great. I think they have punted fewer than any other team in the league. This offense just came out of nowhere behind Daniel Jones. Like I said, looking great, especially at home. Cardinals might be able to keep it close in this one, but when it's all said and done, give me the Colts needing to win this game by a field goal, and that is our third teaser option for week number 6. Our fourth teaser option is going to be the Las Vegas Raiders. They're at home taking on the Tennessee Titans. Titans, one of the teams that got their first win last week, as we mentioned, against the Cardinals, should not have gotten the win. We all know what happened in that win. Again, they did not play well in that game. The Cardinals let them back in the game as they did the previous weeks against lesser opponents. The Raiders here, another desperate team. They are on the losing streak here. I see them at home bouncing back. The one negative here is Brock Bowers is going to be out for the Raiders. So that is one of their main weapons. Offensively, that's not going to be there. But plenty of weapons here for Geno Smith, who needs to get his act together here after they just got completely stomped by the Colts last week. So they got embarrassed last week. And when the team gets embarrassed, I typically like to play on them the next week, especially at home here against a lesser opponent. The line has dropped in favor of the Titans, I think mostly because of that Brock Bowers news. But I still like the Raiders here. And we do have a little protection here if they do find a way to lose. We have the Raiders +3 after you give them 7. Going on to our fifth teaser option, that is going to be the Green Bay Packers at home taking on the Bengals. Bengals make a move here as Jake Browning just looked terrible since he has taken over. They go Flacco. I don't know what they're expecting to get from Flacco. However, one little nugget here is the Browns did play the Packers already with Flacco, and the Browns won that game. So can Flacco beat the Packers with 2 different teams in the same season? That would be crazy. I don't see it happening here. Packers, I believe, coming off a bye week, so they should be ready to go in this one. After you give them 7, Packers need to win this game by a touchdown. But again, new offense for Flacco, and he doesn't have that great defense behind him like he did in Cleveland. I just see the Packers here getting a bunch of points. I look for Flacco maybe to turn the ball over once or twice. This should be a runaway here for the Packers. Packers at home. Next, we are going with the Sunday night game, as I typically like to do. And we are going with our lone underdog of the week here with the Detroit Lions. I mean, who's playing better than the Lions right now? We do have a Chiefs team. Should be a little pissed off blowing the game like they did last week. I don't want to say they blew the game, but definitely one that they could have won against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they're definitely going to be looking to bounce back here. Andy Reid, one of the best coaches, coming off a loss. So who wins this game is anyone's guess. I do think it's going to be a close, competitive game. Definitely one I'm looking forward to watching. But I think it's going to be a field goal game one way or another. So in that type of situation. I want to give the 7 points to the Detroit Lions. That makes them plus 9.5. Just can't see the Lions the way they're playing, losing this game by double digits. So give me the Detroit Lions plus 9.5 for our 6th teaser option. And that is going to wrap it up for our long shot teaser. Let me throw it up on the screen here. Again, the best way to tackle teasers in the NFL is to do 2-team teasers. So pluck out your favorites. I'm sure you have some of your own favorites. I had a lot of other options that I stayed away from, some totals that I liked, some other teams that I liked. So I'm sure you have some options, mix and match with some of my options. It should be a great teaser week, in my opinion. So definitely get those out there. And of course, if you want to throw in the long shot with me, let's do it. So that's going to be our long shot teaser for week number 6 of the NFL season. And I did mention I have a straight bet for you guys. For those of you who do not like to do teasers, it's another first half play, and it is going to be in that Colts game. I like the Colts in the first half, minus 5.5. You can find this at DraftKings, pretty much any sports book. Minus 5.5. Little juice there, minus 125, 126. Different odds at different books, so definitely shop around to get the best odds. But I like the Colts. Like I said, I think the Cardinals might play well to start the game. Like I said, Jacoby Brissett playing his former team might have a little extra motivation. But the way this Colts offense is rolling, I see them being up by at least a touchdown by halftime. That is one straight bet that I like for week 6 in the NFL season. And that is going to wrap it up. Nice, quick, short video. I think we're going to have a lot of success on Sunday. Again, we have the NFL, we have the NHL, we have one MLB game. So a lot of action. Is going to be a fun day. I hope you guys all sweep the board out there. Good luck with all your plays, whichever plays you decide to make. And I will see you guys soon for my next video. Good luck.